So I look at something and I say that's not that important to me. I say I'm okay with losing this physical item. Rich people have a similar view of things where they say, they have no problem with losing some money. They aren't that torn apart by losing something that can be easily replaced by something that's not a lot of money to them. Like if something simple breaks, they just buy a new one, and it's no big deal. Whereas if something simple breaks for me, I learn to live without it. And so I learn to cope with lack, whereas they operate from a place of abundance. They see this as, they have no problem spending a lot of money at a restaurant or something like that. And so if it's worth it to them to spend like $100 on a great meal, then it's probably worth it to them to replace something rather than stressing about it. And so the value of the material item itself doesn't really increase in the rich person's mind, but they do treat it better. They treat it better, but they don't, and they fear losing, and they don't fear losing it. In the case of many small things, and how do they work with the big items? The big items, maybe they definitely value it. They definitely take care of it. They probably have some fear around losing them for sure, but they're willing to do what it takes to keep the things that are important to them. Whereas I am more apt to find a way to live without the things that aren't that important to me. Interesting.